Hello everyone, I am Professor Sachin Mohan Gagay. Welcomes all of you in Sanjoni Lecture Management System. In the last class, we discussed about the simple cubic crystal system, body-centered cubic crystal system, face-centered cubic crystal system, and hexagonal closed-pack structure or system. In that system, we mainly focus on the total number of atoms present in that crystal system, then coordination number of atoms per unit cell, the angles between them, and the examples of that particular system. In today's class, we are going to discuss about the catalyst and catalysis reaction. So the first question is that what do you mean by catalysis? Catalysis is the reaction in which a substance called as the catalyst is used. The reaction in which if catalyst is used, then that reaction are said to be a catalysis. Now then, what is a catalyst? This is the you can say that this is the question comes in our mind. Then what is a catalyst? So what is a catalyst? Catalyst is a substance in a small amount which are added during the chemical reaction which alter in the sense either increase or decrease the velocity of chemical reaction by its presence without itself any change in a mass and composition at the end of reaction. The phenomena of altering the rate of chemical reaction by the presence of catalyst is called as catalysis reaction. So simply catalyst is a substance which alter the rate of reaction. Alter in the sense either increase or decrease the rate of reaction, but that substance does not participate in a chemical reaction, and that is recover at the end of reaction. So that substance are said to be a catalyst. For example, take a simple reaction, reactant A combine with reactant B to produce product C plus D. So A and B is the reactant in a chemical reaction which are used, which produces C plus and D as a product. But to carry this reaction, we need a catalyst. Say for example, Z is our catalyst. So catalyst is used in this reaction where we get C and D from A and B reactant, and therefore Z is called as the catalyst and overall reaction is called as the catalysis reaction. What are the types of catalyst? Catalyst are of two types. One is the positive catalyst and the second one is the negative catalyst. So which catalyst are said to be a positive catalyst? The catalyst which increase the rate of reaction, or we can say that when catalyst accelerates the speed of reaction, then that catalyst are said to be a positive catalyst. In another word, a catalyst which enhance the rate of reaction, enhance in the sense increase the rate of reaction, then that catalyst are said to be a positive catalyst. Okay. Negative catalyst is exactly opposite to that of your positive catalyst. So negative catalyst is the catalyst or a substance which decrease the rate of reaction. When a catalyst retard the chemical reaction, then it is called as the negative catalyst. Then what are the example of the positive catalyst? Say for example, Haber process is the example of the positive catalyst. Haber process is the process by which we can prepare the ammonia, where nitrogen and the hydrogen is the reactant which are taken in a 1:3 proportion to produce the ammonia. So N2 and H2, these are the reactant, and NH3 ammonia is the product. But to carry this reaction, we need a catalyst. In this reaction, in this Haber process, iron, that is Fe in a solid state, is used as a catalyst. So without catalyst, what happens, that reaction may not be occur or it take too much time for its completion. So in this case, iron increase the rate of reaction. So iron is the example of what? Positive catalyst. Another example you can take, say, for manganese dioxide is the example of the positive catalyst. They are used in a decomposition of potassium perchlorate into KCl and O2. Platinum black in oxidation of sulfur dioxide by atmospheric oxygen is the common example of what? Positive catalyst. What are the example of the negative catalyst? Negative catalyst in the sense which decrease the rate of reaction. For example, the decomposition of the hydrogen peroxide, and decomposition of the hydrogen peroxide is suppressed by using the alkaline medium. Actually the alkaline medium, that is the catalyst used is ग्लिसरीन और युरिया इन अल्कलाइन मीडियम. म्हणजे ह्या केसमध्ये काय होतं, हायड्रोजन पेरॉक्साईड जे आहे तर त्याचं डिकम्पोजिशन होतं, म्हणजे त्याचं कन्वर्जन कशामध्ये होतं तर वॉटर आणि ऑक्सिजन. म्हणजे थोडक्यामध्ये काय की तो इव्हॉपरेट होतो. हे जर आपल्याला थांबवायचं असेल, ही रिॲक्शन जर आपल्याला स्लो डाऊन करायची असेल तर त्या केसमध्ये आपल्याला निगेटिव्ह कॅटलिस्ट वापरावं लागतात. निगेटिव्ह कॅटलिस्ट जर वापरले तर ही रिॲक्शन जी आहे तर ती काय होते, स्टॉप होते, सप्रेस होते किंवा रिॲक्शनचा रेट कमी होतो. दी अदर एक्झाम्पल ऑफ निगेटिव्ह कॅटलिस्ट इज द ऑक्सिडेशन ऑफ क्लोरोफॉर्म. सिमिलरली क्लोरोफॉर्म is a volatile substance. It get oxidized into alcohol to poisonous phosphogen. So here the negative catalyst is used to avoid the oxidation of chloroform. Similarly, decomposition of the hydrogen peroxide we already studied. These are the common example of the negative catalyst. इथं आपण एक्झाम्पल घेतो आहे हॅबर प्रोसेसचं, जे ऑलरेडी आपण डिस्कस केलेलं आहे की जिथं नायट्रोजन आणि हायड्रोजन वापरून आपण काय करतो, अमोनिया तयार करतो. देर आर द सेवरल कंडिशन्स विच आर नीडेड टू फॉर्म टू प्रोड्यूस द अमोनिया. ॲक्च्युअली the condition is not included in the syllabus, so that's why we are not going to discuss about the condition. Only the important is that Haber process is the example of the positive catalyst. Now we are going to see the concept of promoter and inhibitor. That is called as the catalytic promoter. It is also called as the activators and catalytic inhibitor. So which substance are said to be a promoter, and what is the difference between the catalyst and promoter, whether they are same or different, we are going to discuss in this lecture. Promoter is a substance which is added during the preparation of catalyst, which improve the activity, selectivity and the stability for desired reaction. तर ॲक्च्युली हे जे प्रमोटर राहतात तर ते कॅटलिस्ट नसतात. तर जेव्हा आपण कॅटलिस्ट प्रिपेअर करत राहतो तर त्यावेळेस ते त्याच्यामध्ये ॲड केले जातात अलॉंग विथ कॅटलिस्ट. काय ॲड केले जातात, कारण आपण कॅटलिस्टची सिलेक्टिव्हिटी, आपल्याला एक सिलेक्टिव्ह प्रोडक्ट पाहिजे नाही, त्यानंतर त्याची ॲक्टिव्हिटी आयदर इन्क्रीज ऑर डिक्रीज करू शकतो आपण त्याची, तो सिलेक्टिव्ह बनू शकतो, आणि त्याची स्टॅबिलिटी ही इम्प्रूव्ह व्हावी फॉर दॅट पर्टिक्युलर डिझायर्ड रिॲक्शन. देन वी आर गोइंग टू ॲड दी प्रमोटर्स. फॉर एक्झाम्पल आपण हॅबर प्रोसेस घेतलेलं आहे, त्याच्यामध्ये नायट्रोजन आणि हायड्रोजन मिक्स करून आपण काय तयार करतो, अमोनिया. त्यासाठी आपण काय वापरतो तर आयर्न सॉलिड स्टेटमध्ये कॅटलिस्ट म्हणून वापरतात. पण ॲक्च्युली त्याच्याबरोबर आपण मॉलिब्डेनम पण वापरतो. मॉलिब्डेनम इज द एक्झाम्पल ऑफ द प्रमोटर. सो Fe + MO is a catalyst. So MO is the promoter which are added in a iron during the preparation so as to increase the stability, selectivity as well as the activity of the catalyst for that particular reaction. So simply promoter is the substance which increase the activity of the catalyst. Inhibitor is the substance which are added during the preparation of catalyst which impart poor activity to decrease the activity, to decrease the selectivity, or either to impart the poor stability for that particular desired reaction. That substance are said to be an inhibitor. Again we are going to take the same example, decomposition of the hydrogen peroxide, and it is suppressed by glycerin or the urea. Here the catalyst used is a glycerin or a urea, but here the catalyst is actually the alkaline solution and inhibitor is the glycerin or the urea is used. So inhibitor, they are exactly opposite to the promoter. Remember, decomposition of the hydrogen peroxide is carried out in an alkaline medium. Alkaline medium is a catalyst where glycerin and urea is added, and glycerin and urea is the example of what? Inhibitor, and they decrease the rate of reaction. We are talking about the catalysis. Okay, so catalysis are of two types. One is the homogeneous catalysis and the second one is the heterogeneous catalysis. Homo means same, geneous means phase, hetero means different, geneous means phase. So which catalysis reaction are said to be a homogeneous? The reaction in which reactant and catalyst, if they are in the same phase, then that catalysis are said to be a homogeneous catalysis. Reactant and catalyst, say for example reactant in a solid state, catalyst in a solid state, so both are in a same phase म्हणजे स्टेटमध्ये, एक रिॲक्टंट सॉलिड स्टेटमध्ये आहे आणि कॅटलिस्ट जो काय आपण वापरला आहे तर तो पण काय आहे सॉलिड स्टेटमध्ये आहे. सो दॅट इज अ होमोजिनियस. रिॲक्टंट लिक्विडमध्ये, कॅटलिस्ट पण आपण लिक्विड वापरतो आहे, दॅट इज द सेम फेज, होमोजिनियस. रिॲक्टंट गॅसियस फेजमध्ये, सॉलिड पण कॅटलिस्टसुद्धा जर गॅसियस फेजमध्ये जर असेल तर त्या केसमध्ये आपण त्याला होमोजिनियस असं म्हणू शकतो. हेट्रोजिनियस म्हणजे काय की द रिॲक्शन इन विच रिॲक्टंट अँड कॅटलिस्ट आर नॉट इन अ सेम फेज ऑर दे आर प्रेझेंट इन अ डिफरंट फेज. म्हणजे रिॲक्टंट जर सॉलिड स्टेटमध्ये असेल तर तुमचा जो कॅटलिस्ट आहे तर तो दुसऱ्या स्टेट म्हणजे ते लिक्विडमध्ये असेल किंवा गॅसमध्ये असेल. जर अशी कंडिशन असेल तर हेट्रोजिनियस मीन्स दे आर नॉट इन द सेम फेज. सो व्हॉट आर द एक्झाम्पल ऑफ द होमोजिनियस रिॲक्शन? फॉर एक्झाम्पल लेड चेंबर प्रोसेस, की जिथं आपण काय करतो, सल्फर डायऑक्साईडपासून सल्फर डायऑक्साईड बनवतो आणि नंतर पुढे आपल्याला सल्फ्रिक ॲसिड भेटतं. तर त्या केसमध्ये जर बघितलं तर रिॲक्टंट कोणते, SO2 + O2. म्हणजे SO2चं आपण काय करतो आहे, ऑक्सिडेशन. वी नो दॅट SO2 अँड O2 इज द रिॲक्टंट. SO2 इज अ गॅस, oxygen is also gas, and whatever the catalyst which are used in a Lent chamber process is a NO, nitric oxide, which is also in a gaseous state. So reactant is in a gaseous state, catalyst is in a gaseous state. So this is the example of what? Homogeneous catalysis. Hydrolysis of ester, for example CH3COO-CH3, that is methyl ester. मिथिल इस्टरचं आपण काय करतो, हायड्रोलिसिस करतो आहे. यू विल गेट ॲसिड प्लस अल्कोहोल, ॲसिटिक ॲसिड प्लस अल्कोहोल. तर ह्या केसमध्ये जर बघितलं तर इस्टर हे लिक्विड स्टेटमध्ये आपण हायड्रोलिसिस करतो, म्हणजे त्याच्यामध्ये आपण वॉटर ॲड करतो आहे. वॉटर पण काय आहे तुमचं लिक्विड स्टेटमध्ये आहे आणि त्याच्यामध्ये आपण काय करतो आहे, कॅटलिस्ट वापरतो आहे आणि तो आहे तुमचा HCl. तो HClसुद्धा काय आहे तुमच्या लिक्विड स्टेटमध्ये प्रेझेंट आहे, म्हणजे कॅटलिस्टसुद्धा काय आहे तुमच्या लिक्विड स्टेटमध्ये. म्हणजे रिॲक्टर आणि कॅटलिस्ट both are in the same phase, homogeneous catalysis. Third example is hydrolysis of sugar. You know the formula of sugar, C12H22O11. पण त्याचं आपण सोल्युशन घेतलं, म्हणजे शुगर सोल्युशन घेतलं लिक्विड स्टेटमध्ये. हायड्रोलिसिस करतो म्हणजे वॉटर ॲड करतो प्लस H2O लिक्विड आहे. सो बोथ द रिॲक्टंट्स आर इन अ लिक्विड स्टेट अँड वॉट एवर the catalyst which are used for that reaction is a sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is also in a liquid state. You will get what? Glucose and fructose, C6H12O6. So here this is also the example of what? The homogeneous catalysis, where reactant and the catalyst are in the same phase. What are the example of the heterogeneous catalysis? There are so many example of the heterogeneous catalyst, but the common example that we already studied is the Haber process, where we use nitrogen and the hydrogen as a reactant and iron and molybdenum as a catalyst, or a combination of iron and the molybdenum as a catalyst. We know that iron and the molybdenums are metals, and metals are present in a solid state. Nitrogen and the hydrogen, these are the reactant which are present in a gaseous state. Here the reactant and the catalyst are in a different phase, and therefore Haber process is the example of what? Heterogeneous catalysis reaction. Contact process, where we manufacture the sulfuric acid from sulfur dioxide, is directly oxidized to sulfur dioxide by atmospheric oxygen, but in presence of what? Platinum or the vanadium pentoxide as a catalyst. So here on the screen a lot of example of the heterogeneous catalysis is given. First one is the steam reforming of methane H2O plus CH4, where catalyst is nickel or nickel in presence of aluminum oxide, that is the CO conversion. CO plus H2O produces the H2 plus CO2, where Fe or chromium oxide or either copper zinc oxide is used. So there are ammonia synthesis there, fourth one. Okay. Then oxidation of SO2 to SO3, that we discussed, that vanadium pentoxide or either the phosphorus pentoxide, that catalyst is used. Oxidation of ammonia to NO is the example of what? The heterogeneous catalysis, or the Claus process, that is the manufacturing of the sulfur from H2S, that hydrogen sulfide, is also the example of what? Heterogeneous catalysis reaction. Next catalysis, which is different from homogeneous and the heterogeneous, but which is commonly used in industry, is a enzyme catalysis. At the name indicates that the catalysis in which the enzyme is used. So what is the enzyme? Enzymes are nothing but the proteins and which catalyze the various biochemical reactions. म्हणजे आपल्या बॉडीमध्ये पण ज्या काही रिॲक्शन होतात तर त्या कोण कॅरीड आउट करतं? तर ते एन्झाईम कॅरीड आउट करतात. ते प्रोटीन्स राहतात, ते कॅटलाइज करतात रिॲक्शन इन that is called as in a various biochemical reaction. So simply the catalysis which brought about by the enzyme are said to be enzyme catalysis. For example, the decomposition of the glucose into ethyl alcohol and the carbon dioxide catalyzed by the एन्झाईम झायमेज. म्हणजे ह्या केसमध्ये आपण काय करतो आहे? ग्लुकोज C6H12O6चं डिकम्पोजिशन आपण करतो आहे कशामध्ये? इथिल अल्कोहोल आणि कार्बन डायऑक्साईड. पण हे डिकम्पोजिशन करण्यासाठी आपल्याला कॅटलिस्ट वापरावा लागतो आणि तो म्हणजे काय? तुमचा झायमेज. अँड झायमेज इज द एक्झाम्पल ऑफ वॉट? एन्झाईम. सो दॅट कॅटलिसिस आर सेड टू बी अ एन्झाईम catalysis. I hope you understand what I am trying to say that in a simple way. What are the industrial application of the catalysis reaction? There are so many industrial application of the catalysis reaction, but here we are going to discuss the one application. For example, the sulfuric acid preparation. Say for example, by using the homogeneous catalysis and the heterogeneous catalysis, we prepare the chemicals in a chemical industry. So mostly the chemicals which are prepared in a chemical industry, they are prepared by using the concept of homogeneous and the heterogeneous catalysis. For example, sulfuric acid. So sulfuric acid is prepared from sulfur. Sulfur is converted into the SO2. Oxidation, SO2 is converted into the SO3. SO3 is converted into the pyrosulfuric or disulfuric acid, and hydrolysis will give you sulfuric acid. Say for example, this is the one case where we prepare the sulfuric acid. So sulfuric acid, then your ammonia, SO3, nitric acid, HCl. There are so many reaction, decomposition reaction, and so on. The important reaction is carried out with the help of catalyst, that is the catalysis. Without catalyst we cannot prepare anything in a chemical industry. The one more point here, we want to know about the industrial application of the catalyst. What are the application of the catalyst? The vanaspati ghee is obtained by hydration of oil using nickel as a catalyst. So ghee is obtained from oil, that is called a hydrogenation reaction, but that hydrogenation reaction is carried out by the catalyst, nickel generally. Polymerization of the alkene is done by using H3PO4, that is your phosphoric acid. Ethyl alcohol is manufactured by fermentation of sugar, zymase. We already studied where catalyst is used, that is your zymase. Zymase is nothing but the enzyme. Cracking of heavy petroleum fraction, this is very important. Whatever the crude oil we are getting from the mine, they are cracked with the help of the catalyst. Silica and the aluminum or alumina gel is used. Ammonia Haber process is the example of using the catalyst, application of the catalyst. Manufacturing of sulfuric acid by contact process. आपण मागे जी प्रोसेस बघितली तर ती कॉन्टॅक्ट प्रोसेस आहे, त्याने आपण काय करतो? सल्फ्युरिक ॲसिड मॅन्युफॅक्चर. ओस्टॉल प्रोसेस, मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग ऑफ द नायट्रिक ॲसिड. रिमेंबर, using platinum gauge. Maltose diastase is used as a catalyst in a manufacturing of ethyl alcohol and the fermentation of starch. Acetic acid is obtained from the acetaldehyde by aerial oxidation using vanadium pentoxide as a catalyst. This is the industrial application of the catalyst. So here the first unit, that is the chemical bonding and the catalysis, is, or I am trying to uh, try to take a maximum, complete the maximum uh, part of it, but you can understand this concept by logging into the lecture management system and seeing the video lectures, or you can say that the animation videos which are already downloaded in that system. So if you don't understand the concepts, you can watch the animated videos which are uploaded in a Sanjeevani's lecture management system. So I tried my level best to understand the concept of chemistry, especially the chemical bonding and the catalysis, in a very simple manner. I hope you understand all the concept. Thank you for today's lecture. We will meet in the next lecture with the unit number 2, that is your corrosion, its prevention and electrochemistry. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.